Morning. So I'm moving out of this pad. I don't have any light right now, so we're gonna have to suffer. So let's talk about God and this world. Something very, very basic. But I realize it's one of these things I realize maybe it's not so basic. Maybe when I have CC attacking me like she did, the one guy that had my channel suspended, maybe it's not so easy for everybody to understand. This world hates God and wants to get rid of it. The greatest problem of this world is God. This world wants to march in time. It wants to dress the same. It calls it love. Once we finally get rid of God and everybody can dress the same, do the same, and is not able to ask a question anymore, we will finally have happiness, is the way the world is constructed. Everybody in that communist march stepping in time, oh, you're so fucking happy. Then somebody's soul lights up with God. Somebody found the Christ out there. It's a big fucking problem for this world. That one will try and set others free. Well, that's not love out in that world. It's God's love to be free. This world hates God while it takes advantage of God, while it tortures God, while God, the Christ, is enslaved inside your body, being tortured by this world, and you let it happen. This world loves it while you're blind to what's inside you, while it's tortured, while you trade it for the outside, while you suppress it, while it's taken advantage of because only the Christ can figure out anything out here. All this geometry, code, nature, whatever the fuck you want to call it, only God can figure that shit out. Comes through inside you is how you're able to learn things for real, not repetitive, cycled information of this world. Real information. I would think all of this would be basic, but when I look at the whole string of 70 something comments of CC versus me, it's all this thing of beating me down. Oh, you think you're so great with this. Oh, you think you're that. I figured out what I have inside of me. And what you're doing is trying to rob me of it. Saying, hey, you can't do that because there's somebody else out here that might not have accessed it. So it's better if you don't. It has to be, equal, fair. Now we're getting back to it's better for the destruction of God. How do we get rid of God is your argument. Let's go to the guy that got my channel suspended. That dude walks around on the street with Bibles telling people, if you don't do this or that, then, you're going to hell or whatever that side does. Once again, if you don't trade the consciousness for this book that we have and you just recite this book, once again, the destruction of God. Coming through the church, of course, the number one killers of God. This world, so funny how people don't get that it's Satan's world with freaking the Christ inside of you being tortured by this world and you put up with it. You let it happen.